Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you the power of Darius jungle. You can rush down Stridebreaker and get awesome results, no doubt about it. I think CHEMPUNK Chainsword is extremely strong because it's inexpensive and gives more AD than Stridebreaker. It's a really fun item to rush down, especially if they have heavy self-healing like a Volibear, which he does. His R gives him a bunch of health, his W gives him a bunch of health. We're gonna go ahead and get our ward down. Volibear is by no means an easy jungler to solo, but we should be able to solo him on Darius. Darius clears are kind of nuts. So you have to get used to how much damage his bleed does. 300% bonus damage against monsters. Kind of high. For your runes, you pretty much always want Conquer, Triumph, Tenacity, Last Stand, Free Boots, Cosmic with attack speed 80 and armor, and then Ghost. Ghost is OP. You can run for Phase Rush or even Predator for your Keystone. Conquer is the best because it lets you solo the enemy jungler. If you have Darius clear super optimized, you can full clear with Leash and finish like around 3-minute 8, 3-minute 10. Auto attack into Q. I don't know why Cass is leashing. I think he said something about Yone dumping on his chest in lane. Same with Nasus, honestly. Nasus is going to be extremely underwhelming for a Kel. Should bleed out from there. Yeah, nice. Auto attack W reset. Auto attack into the Q. Your Q does pretty nutty damage as long as you hit tips, and it also heals you whenever you hit a monster or champion with the tip as well. So you want to be looking for that. Heals you more the more health you're missing as well. Auto attack W reset. Auto attack W reset, and then we'll move on to our Raptors. Your general combo is going to be auto WQ. It's really fluid. I'll show you in a second. Once that's back up. If we're walking into a camp, it's usually best to start with Q. Get our hit on the big monster. Auto attack W reset. Auto attack Q. Auto W. And you usually want to go a second point in Q for clear. E doesn't really help you. It gives you a bit of armor penetration, but in terms of damaging monsters, it's not that useful as you can imagine. Stack up to 5 times. Auto attack W reset Q. Down they go. You don't want to overstay. You need to keep in mind your jungle item burns over time. And your bleed is burning them like crazy as well, so it's the main thing. Try to keep your stacks up on both of these guys. Yeah, we're gonna do a full clear here without even smite. Yeah, 315. Oh my, oh my, oh, I don't even know how that happened. That was absurd. I really don't understand that. Gromp had all the bleed on it, it just wouldn't die. That should have been a 315. Smiteless. Oh well. We'll go ahead, auto W into the Q. Auto E. But we don't have E. Now we have our E. What a game. We're definitely going to need to do a part 2 after that Gromp flop. Cass is trying to bait it out. There it is. Auto WQ. He's dead. That was sick. Auto attack W reset. We'll look for opposite side. Scuttle, I don't know if it's opposite since Volibear's dead. He can't really contest it. Auto attack W reset. In future reference, it's better off to smite the blue since blue has more health than the Gromp does. So we should have just smited the blue, focused the Gromp more. We wouldn't have run into that issue. We also would have been able to finish around 309, which is pretty sweet. Come up behind this Kel. Oh, baby. Auto WQ. We'll help him shove lane. We don't necessarily want to steal the last hits, though. Yeah, we'll let him get these. Now he can reset, get his mana back. We don't want him to be stuck in lane without mana. Get another point in our queue. Look for the much of this as we can get. We took free boots because their free boots are awesome. An extra 10 permanent movement speed, so they're better than normal boots. And that same effect goes for your tier 2s. Cosmic's really nice for your smites, mobility off blue smite, and your ghost as well. Plus, you don't have to waste gold on boots to where you can get CHEMPUNK Chainsword super early. We almost have this item only 5 minutes in. Still can't believe Gromp lived there. That screwed us so hard. We didn't even have a hook. absurd auto W reset. Your smite does get more burn damage per level. It starts out at like, or your smite jungle item starts out at like 40 damage, magic damage over 5 seconds against monsters. Now it's at 63. I think it might peak 63. We'll see. We shall see. Auto WQ. The slow from the W holds in the still to land the easy Q tipper. So yeah, it does peak at 63 for some reason. They just don't change it. Level 1 it's 40, then level 2 I believe it goes straight to 63. Kind of interesting. We got our R 6 minutes in because we've been soaking minion waves after successful ganks. It's put us really far ahead. Looks like Volibear started on his red buff. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Auto W reset. I have level 6. I want to try to crash this wave because it's so big. Or maybe kill Volley. We'll hook him. Auto W into the Q. Auto R. Down he goes. We have some pretty high damage for only a Executioners considering he had a Ruby. He was missing a little bit of health, but still. Should be able to take red buff and kill him. Should be. Yeah, only 63. Auto WQ. He's going to run the tightest path over to his red buff, so it's going to be from base straight here. Let's get him. We could go get a double kill bot side real quick. I want to put the pain on this guy though. Oh, okay. It went a really weird way. Auto WQ. Auto E. Auto W. Down you go, buddy. Like I said, Darius easy claps, Volibear in solo fights. Even in team fights. I have Ghost. I can take these people if they come at me. They'll get destroyed. I'll attack W reset. Kind of want to hold on to my Q. They're probably roaming mid though. This isn't even warded. Auto attack W reset Q. I have no clue what the real one is there. We get some Ghost extensions. Might be able to run this guy down. Moving 32% bonus movement speed. Auto W reset EQ. And we'll get Dragon off that as well. Spicy. Very spicy. After Dragon, we could look for a full clear. We can't get into Volibear's top side fast enough. Invading him wouldn't do a whole lot. Oh, I missed my smite at 950. Wanted to walk away. Oh well. Your Q heals you way more the lower on health you are. That's why Darius is so hard to finish when he's landing his Q-tips. Auto into W. Max E second for the percent base armor shred. W per level also doesn't get very much at all. It gets almost nothing per level. Kel's shoved up. We could definitely punish her. We also have free boots moving 375. It's pretty fast. We could back and get our full item right about now. We're chilling on our R, so I kind of want to maximize value out of that. Oh, he's on my red? Are you serious? That's really ballsy of him. So I could destroy him in a 1v1. That's really ballsy. He does have almost as much gold spent as me. Looks like he's doing a cheese dead man's rush. I've done that before on volley. It's not really worth though. Yeah, you're not gonna do it, Yon. You don't have it in ya. Pick up our Chemtank, Chemtech Chainsword. We'll look for a Swifties on top of, I guess some Stride Break is fine. We're decently tanky from the 250 health. 25 ability haste is sick on Darius. More Q spams, more W spams. It doesn't help with your R once you have 3 points in it, because your R gets a true reset when you get a kill with it once it's level 3. Scuttle's coming up. We could play into Herald. That would be fine. It's probably the best move here, actually, since there's nothing really else on the map to take. This is all missing. I'm about to run into their whole team over here. Volibear's gonna be on Krugs. We're so fast moving 410. Auto WQ. Auto E. Auto R. Don't want him to get away. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she actually thinks this is gonna turn out well for her. Auto EQ. Yeah, that was kind of interesting. She's like, you know what? It's a 2v1. We win this. It's like, no, you don't. Not against Darius. Darius is one of those champs you don't want to fight him regardless of your numbers if he's fed. You have to be able to kite him out really hard. Should bleed out from there. Yone out of position. We'll hit it from behind one time. Auto WQ. Nice. I don't really need any of that gold. Just want some of the XP for our time. I think he got the kill there anyways, so. I doubt any of this is up. Ooh, it is. Volibear is about to run back into us here in a moment when he comes for his camp. Auto WQ. He's chilling mid right now. Does he go for his red or does he come back for these? Oh, okay. Auto WQ. Auto W. Hit him with that blue smite. We'll go ahead and take Gromp, cross over into his opposite side and kill him over there. Auto W. These guys are in a rough spot. They don't have the tools to kill me. The only one who would be able to is a fed Kel, but she's decent CS, but her kills are super, super low. Auto WQ. You're dead. Goodbye, Yone. I'm gonna go kill Volibear. My R didn't actually kill the Yone, so I didn't even get a partial reset. You normally have 20 seconds to use your R again before it goes on full cooldown. But since my R didn't actually kill him, it just went on full cooldown. Which kind of sucks. Volibear's bot side. He might not even realize I'm over here since he was scrapping with my teammates a moment ago. Maybe he'll walk to Krugs. He'll walk right into me. Hey, buddy. I have fast boots. Auto attack W reset. Goodbye. I'll be taking that as well. We have our blood Noxian might built up. Gives you a bunch of extra AD. Hey, buddy. Auto W reset. Auto into Q. There you go. There it is. We have high AD plus passive up. That's an extra 85 AD. We're at 300 AD 13 minutes in with our passive up. Very cool. Sitting on a lot of gold as well. What a game. Other than that Gromp blunder, it's been decently clean. That Gromp blunder was so painful. Auto attack into the double Q. Look at that HP. Oh my goodness. There it is. Auto attack double reset Q. I'm sitting on so much gold. I should go spend it. Thing is, I can still solo everyone in the game, so maybe I don't need to spend. We have so much power, level advantage and whatnot. Like I said, still some more gold spent than really everyone on the enemy team. Auto WQ. We're gonna go for this guy's blue buff. I think he's on it right now. He has a bunch of armor, but Darius 30% armor penetration. Super, super high. He's most likely on wolves right now. Yeah, he's coming over here. Can just stand here and auto attack him too. Q into D, auto attack W reset. Just in case he R's. I don't know if his R's up. This is funny. Kel's in a really weird spot. I haven't really spent my gold though. We're so fast with the Swifties, it feels so good. Swifties are really nice on Darius jungle. Looks like she made her getaway. Time to reset. We should go Stride Breaker at this point, but we're so big. I would rather have Deadman's, and then I'll go Stride Breakers next. I want raw movement speed to get across the map. We're moving 461 right now. Pretty quick. The Swifties and the Deadmans, plus our empowered free boots. Slightly magical footwear. An extra plus 10. Go ahead and dump this wave, push back into his jungle. It's kind of lame you have to stand still to cast Iron Spike Whip. It's kind of not even worth using at this point in the game, having to stand still for something that does less than 1 auto attack. It does have more range than your auto, so if they're out of your range, maybe, if it's going to kill them. Auto W reset Q, Iron Spike. Auto W reset. I could probably 1v5 them, as long as I don't get hit by Nico's snare. We have such a big gold advantage. I can't believe they voted no. Oh my goodness. This game is not going to get any easier for them. Right as I saw cast, it was too late. I already had my Q on it. Oh, I didn't want to waste my dead man's hit. I don't know where Volibear would be because all of his camps are down. It's hard to say where he'd actually be right now. Oh, there he is. Auto W reset. Auto EQ. Auto WR. Auto R. Oh, I can't get to her. She's too fast. Where'd she go? She's just hiding? It's kind of interesting. Hey, friend. Oh, Caro, no. My aura's gonna go on cooldown too. Kited me out. Guess I'll take these instead. She doesn't actually want to fight. Don't mind if I do. As long as we don't throw our shutdown, there's absolutely no way these guys can come back. Oh, this is a weird spot to be in. Auto WQ. That Nico R is awkward. Auto E, auto WQ. All right, there we go. Nice, nice, nice. Easy peasy. This is such a this is such a goofball game. There's a point of no return in League of Legends, and we're kind of at that point. They don't have... I guess if Ezreal gets big enough. For now, we're going to keep absorbing as many resources as possible. Taking every camp, every minion. Getting our gold lead that much higher. We have the Nasus scaling too. We really don't fall off with the Nasus Yas. Cast Darius more. No one on our team is a bad late game champ. Not a single one. I want these. They each give 13. Actually quite a bit. 52 gold. Auto WQ. Perfect combo. Got it. Go ahead and grab these camps real quick, then we'll back for stride break. All my camps are up and pretty much all the enemy camps are down, so might as well. We can afford stride break and buy a big chunk of something else. I'd like to be able to get force of nature, max out our movement speed. Hey, Ezreal, I got blue smites. Oh, that put my R on cooldown, but it didn't max out my passive. That was a really weird interaction. Normally when your R doesn't go through because someone else gets the kill, it doesn't put your R on an actual cooldown, but that time it did. Kind of unlucky. We'll go ahead and end. This was kind of one-sided. Hey, friend. Oh, they're gonna fight from fountain. I wasted my ghost too. Rip. Take this inhib and then we'll back off. Look for the reset. You can grab stride break and also a force of nature, I believe. Yeah, we can definitely get force of nature. Just barely. Oh wait, can we not actually? I think I didn't. Yeah, we gotta sell refill and then we'll be able to get it. Just a little bit more gold. They're starting to come back. This is the crazy thing about League. Even when you're really far ahead, it's super tempting to throw your shutdown gold. Just try to force kills. Now they don't have shutdown gold on them anymore, which means the enemies are basically just as bad as them. As long as me and Nasus don't throw ours, we can Q and Stride Break at the same time. Stride Break's infinitely better than Iron Spike Whip. Stride Break's more damage. It's a huge slow, and you can cast it without canceling anything. It doesn't even cancel your autos. We're moving at 491 here. Pretty fast. Get him with the stride break. Oh, give me those R's, baby. Give it to me, Ezreal. Don't be a tease. Oh. Oh, no, Kel. Oh, yeah, this guy's screwed. Is that a penta? Wait, that's not a penta? Didn't I just kill their whole team? No way. They didn't even give us a triple. It was just a double. Okay. All right. Well, that was kind of fun. We'll take a look at the graphs. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we have the most in the game. Looking at damage taken, we had the most, well, most on our team. Self-mitigated, we had the most in the game. Not too bad. We'll go ahead and do a part 2 because that one was short. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2. We're just keeping watch. The enemies have a really strong level 1. We're seeing lots of AD carries starting with Flash Ghost because Ghost is probably the best summoner spell in the game. It's by far one of the best in the mid-late games. It gets faster per level, and the extensions on it get longer based on your level. Starts at 4, gets all the way up to, I believe, 7. The movement speed gets up to around 50%. Starts at 24% level 1, so it gets pretty nuts. We have the same rune setup, the Conqueror, free boots, same exact stuff. Up against Mastery, this is not an easy matchup by any means. Once he has R, unless we have an item advantage, we kind of need to let him come to us, because if we go to him, he won't have to use his Q to close distance, and instead he can save it to dodge our Q. And if he's consistently dodging our Q, that's our main source of damage. So we do have the option of maxing W first, but W max is terrible, so we're not going to be doing that. So we kind of just have to max Q, unfortunately. I feel like they did that to Darius because he's just so strong that if he had an option of maxing a non-skill shot style ability, he would probably be straight up too good. Oh, we missed our Q on it. Rip. We queued slightly too early. Auto attack W reset. Try to hit all 3 of them with Q tipper. And then I think it's best to just finish it off with Q. Looks like 2 lived. It is what it is. As long as it's only 2 small ones, it shouldn't affect anything. They'll still get level 4. Auto attack WQ. Now we just need 1 more to clear it. Just like so. We'll move on. Oh, we actually didn't. It must have been more than 2 that lived because we didn't get level 3 off that. That kind of sucks. Auto attack W reset. It's really unfortunate. We don't have a level 2 Q now. Both of our clears got kind of... both games haven't been perfect. Auto W reset. We'll go ahead and just smite him over. We can hit them both with Q-Tipper at the same time, which is pretty sweet. Even with an imperfect clear, we should still be able to do 315 here. Yeah, we still did a pre-315 full HP, level 4. Yeah, we have a level advantage on him. I think Zed's rotating though. Oh, Zed's not rotating. I'm gonna eat this guy up. Can't really fight me. Auto attack W reset. Can't believe he's actually trying to fight me for this when I have a level advantage. Like, he doesn't win this at all. Auto W into Q. So he went ahead and smited it, but Zed's here. It's annoying. It's annoying little rotation. Auto WQ. Now Master Yi's gonna have to come back to save this guy's launch. These guys, they all die here now. Auto W reset. Darius with max out passive is insane. We have ghost extensions. We're gonna run her down, try to slow her first. Then hook. Auto attack into Q. They just lost the game. So what made that a really bad fight for them, I had level advantage on Master Yi. Plus Master Yi really starts to outshine Darius on his 6 versus the Darius 6 because of his dodge capabilities. So yeah, that was just really forced. Ed came, I had full stacked passive. 45 extra AD is basically a full item worth of AD. And then once you're full stacked, you can apply it instantly to your opponent. So I just want Yasuo to shove because I know their jungler is going to be over here. The Master Yi. Oh, you already got the scuttle. That's annoying. We could definitely look for a recall here. We're still full HP, so it's not like we like need to, but ooh, that's greedy. Master Yi's dead. Yeah, he's just dead. I'm gonna, yeah. Guess I'll soak some XP while I'm here. Jin's backing. We'll go ahead and finish shoving this in then. I guess we'll reset from this position. Our Gromp will be up. We'll full clear down. Nice CC from him. Auto attack. I couldn't. Ooh, I did. Auto attack Q. He tried to walk into it to dodge it, but that didn't quite pan out. I'm going to hit a really early level 6 this game. Jin can take my Krugs if he wants, but just kind of need to reset the wave anyways. He won't really miss out on much with the wave where it was at. It wasn't going to be good for Jin necessarily. First item rush, same thing. We'll look for the CHEMPUNK Chainsword, Executioners into this, into that. Push out of base. I'd buy a Control Word if we could afford it. We're almost at full item. Super cheap item. Feels super strong. I think Darius is one of the best Iron through Platinum junglers in the game. His carry potential is insane because the R resets and his extra AD from passive is so freaking high. Now, even if your teammates are making mistakes, as long as you stay alive on him, you can wipe the whole enemy team solo. Now we're level 6, 6 minutes in, 6 minute 40, pretty early. Hitting it pre 7 minute 30 as a jungler is quite good. You have to soak or share minion waves to do that though. We'll run her down. I doubt she has R. Auto WQ. Auto into the R. She still had her R. I have Monster Hunter debuff on. I've been taking too many minions apparently. That kind of sucks. I'm getting reduced golden experience. I like how it doesn't specifically say how much it's reduced by. I think it's around half. It's quite a bit less. We need to farm more monsters. We've been taking a lot of minions. Alawi is very challenging to kill for any melee champion. Luckily, since we're Darius, our snaps are lots of true damage. Yasuo was fed. He stands still a lot. But he's probably typing. Auto attack with the Q. Could easily take Raps and Red at the same time if you had vision over the wall and you could smite the Red over. But without that, you'll accidentally reset the wraps. Darius Q heals you per large monster and champion hit, so if you can hit multiple large monsters or multiple champions at once, it gives you quite a bit of value. We have item advantage and level advantage. It's time to kill this guy. Thank you, Master Yi. I'll be taking this. Yeah, Master Yi's got to be pretty chapped right about now. Might could be going for his wolves because he took blue, then he was looking for his gromp. So his wolves are probably up. Ooh, why is he walking this way? That was weird. Like he was trying to find me. Let me auto him down. No reason to Q since we're in auto range. Auto W reset. Poor guy. He's getting a Darius clobbering. Oh my god. Taking him to Clobber Town. Put another point in our E. Pop the Q. Auto attack W reset. We have Ghost. Could probably dive bot. We're just pushing to Mastery's top side. That'd be a lot easier. Our Bleed's putting in some work here. Now let's let the Bleed finish it. I do want to kill this Master Peepee. Go ahead and take that while we're here. Get some nice little XPs across the road. I'm going to run a tight towards my jungle to make him think I'm not invading him, but I really am. Should still be able to solo him even if he's 6, just because of item advantage. Still have a decent amount of HP as well. He might be on his Krugs if he already finished his red, I'd assume. Yeah, he's on these then. It's a little confusing. Alright. Don't know why the blast cone did that. Thought I was in the right spot. Apparently I was directly on top of the red nip, so it didn't give it to me. Is what it is. It is what it is. We burned our Ghost. We did get his R. It's not a good trade though. Ghost is a higher cooldown than Master Yi R. That'll cause us full health. He should be able to survive a underfed Master Yi with no R. Yep. Vel'Koz had flash and barrier. It's going to be hard for you to pull off. Could go top and try to kill the Alawi. Fernectin lands stun. Even if she Rs, it should be doable. I don't think she warded. I didn't see it at least. Hey, Alawi. Are you going to soul pull me? Nah, she's not. That's unfortunate. She didn't want to fight. We can get CHEMPUNK, pick up this, and you know, we'll still go for the Deadmans. The Deadmans feels really good to go after CHEMPUNK because they both make you tanky. They both give you damage because the Deadman's on hit and slow. And the mobility from the Deadmans helps you a lot in these ganks. Such a good Darius item. Moving 427. This dude with no boots is moving 340. Surprised he doesn't have boots yet. Very late in the game not to have boots. We have Dragon. We can play for Drag Soul. I'd like to lay Herald before plates fall off 14-minute mark. Mid lane's our best lane to take it to because it's only 2 stacks. Herald scrapes 2 stacks in a sliver. All these guys are so screwed. We got the assist. Go ahead and leave. We don't really need to stay for that. Master Peepee's top. Zed's out of position with a full item here. Oof. I got him with the blue smite. Can't quite catch him. He does lose turret though, so that's fun. Hey Zed, you don't have your E, buddy. You don't have your thing, my dude. Oh, I don't think he realized the Herald was gonna scrape him there. 266 AD because passive was on. Still have our R up for a little bit. There's no one to kill though. Auto WQ. The E. I popped R early because it was about to fall off. Yeah, he's dead from my bleed. Oh, Lowy died from my bleed. Holy moly. Gotta love that heal con. We might need to do a third game. This one was so short too. Our laners played really well in both games. Like, even without ganking, our laners were just basically solo winning lane. Oh, this is bad. I forgot Master Yi can choose which side of you he wants to come out on. That really sucks giving him that gold. Yeah, they gave that to him within the last 3 months or so. 3 or 4 months. He can choose which part of you he's going to come out of. So I wasted my hook. I basically buffered my E to hit him right as he was going to come out of his Q, but it was on the wrong side. So now you kind of have to wait and eat an extra auto before you can do your preemptive strike. Or to do your counter strike, I should say. You don't know which side of yourself he's going to come out of. It's so good. I think we go for Death's Dance. I think that's the move here. We'll rush down red buff in a drag fight. Got our dead man's 173 AD with the hill cut plus the 143 damage extra on our next hit. That's a lot of extra damage. Very spicy. Mastery's not on. I'm gonna go kill him. Kind of annoyed that he killed me there. Feels bad. Mr. Tinkles. Oh, I missed my hook. Neat. Get him, Yasuo! I believe! Yeah, Yasuo was popping off. Bit of an R waste on my part. I was hoping the rest of their team would show up and fight. They're not. We'll go ahead and get second Herald and end the game early. As is, these guys are gonna have a lot of issues trying to come back into this game. We'll let them bleed out. Got another point in our R, but it is on a cooldown. Zed tier 2 boots. Auto W reset into the Q. Mr. Tinkles, please, Mr. Tinkles. Oh, got his flash. We'll take it. Shove mid, play on his top side jungle. There's no reason to dive them there. It doesn't change the game if we get any more kills. We already have enough gold to beat them off of every objective. Like, whether we kill 4 of them here or don't fight them, getting the kills won't actually change anything. But if they kill us and get our shutdowns, that'll change quite a bit. I almost afford the Death Stance. Getting close. Ghost is up. We can make a big move here in a moment. Got it. Auto WQ. Herald's coming up. We'll go ahead and nab that. Try to transfer that into a win. End this early. No reason to drag it out. We have a monster lead. We want to try to get 2 to 5 kills before we lay this, and then we'll end off of it, hopefully. That is the plan. Vel'Koz is actually doing really good. Everyone on my team, I don't want to say Yasuo's not doing good. He's definitely doing fine. But like my bot and top in particular played pretty well this game. Renekton's backing. Now would be a dumb time to lay Herald because we didn't kill anybody yet. Nice. Now it's an okay time to lay it. Since one of them's dead. Need to get some hits on the turret. Where the heck's my Herald though? The Herald did almost nothing and it lost half its health for that. Hey, friends. Hello, friends. Boom. 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 Oh, this champ's so dumb. Why does Darius have 5 Garen Rs? It's even true damage too, so even if they're tanky, you're still cracking them. Putting the pain on them. It's so dumb. It's so stupid. Oh man. Taking a bunch of turret shots too. Twitch was hitting us like the whole time. They don't have the gold, man. That's what I'm saying. Just don't have the gold. We got inhib turret, inhib, and half of a Nexus turret. It's a decent Herald lay. Would have liked to end with it. Can't have it all though. Yasuo way out of position. Oof. We are still on cooldown. Even if I was in there, we might not have been able to do that much. We're also sitting on a lot of gold to spend. Aw, having some throws. Spend my gold and then we'll look for the end. Maybe we should just grab Stride Break for the extra mobility. Then we'll go for the Death Dance. We just straight up don't even need it because we're so fast. Might as well though. It's still a decent item for the cost, and it gives you an extra 2% movement speed for each like quote unquote legendary item, which is just one of these. So it's giving us 4% extra movement speed on the side, which is pretty nice, moving almost 500 right now. We'll look for red buff into their top side. One of them will step up for minions or their red buff and we'll kill them all, or they'll step up for dragon fight. For them to come back from this position, it's not a matter of they need to play well. They just need to turtle and hope we dive and throw. That's all they can do. But if they try to post up, fight 5v5, they can't win it, pretty much no matter how they play it. The item diffs. Teams on dragon. Yeah, ooh, this allowed just doomed herself here. Auto WQ here in a moment. Why is Renekton just letting her go? What am I watching? Hey, friend. Oh, shit. Oh, she's not gonna die. Well, maybe. Okay, let's go. I was wondering, she was acting weird. She was waiting for me to hook and then she could TP. I needed to hold hook. I didn't even think of that. Didn't even think of that as an escape option for her. Hey, friend. Stride break into the Q. Auto attack. Ooh, I'm gonna need some help here. I have to back out. Taking some big damage. Got a little bit of a heal going on there. Oh, I might actually die from that. Dang, that was close. That was way too close. I almost gave him 1,000 gold. We need to heal off Grant real quick. Keep missing these hooks on the champions that can close in on us. Balanced hills, don't mind if I do. Hey, back to almost full health off Gromp. Very cool. Our R is up. We don't have Ghost. I think we can do it though. It's doable. Gotta cut them away from their Nexus. So funny, man. They don't want to FF. They really want to play this one out. They're fighting from Fountain. It's so troll. They're not gonna let me get a kill here either. They're gonna be real patient. Goodbye, Yi. Give me those R resets. Auto W reset R. Ooh. Oh, what happened? We must have lost our passive. Our R did nothing to Twitch. We didn't apply all of our passive stacks because we weren't fully stacked off of our passive had run out. We needed a full reapply. Let's look at the graphs. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we had the most in the game. Damage taken, the most, not bad. Looking at self-mitigated, yes, the most. Runes, high value. Let's go ahead and do part 3. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 3. Up against a Kha'Zix should be interesting. I think we can solo him as long as we land everything. Their team comp is decent, but we should counter it. Darius has a lot of percent-based armor shred in his kit on his E, so even if Cass decides to pick up a Frozen Heart at some point, we'll still be able to kill him. Jax, we can land our hook, Q, and R on, even if he's in Counter-Strike. I think our comp's just nuts. Massive, 2 huge AoE mages with a solid support. Great AD carry champ. Comps don't get much better than this, honestly. There's really not a single champion I'd swap out, other than maybe myself or maybe the Victor, because we don't have a proper tank. If we had a Sejuani, an Ornn, or a Nunu, that might be a bit better, because ultimately we have so many forms of damage between me, Sivir, Victor, and Vlad. Any one of these 4 champs could be the main source of damage for the team, to where it's like, probably just need tankiness and CC. So I definitely could have swung for a tank jungler instead, but it's not what this video is about. It's about Darius Junghole and the bunghole. We'll open up with a Q. Looks like we actually missed our Q-tipper on that. That's a rip. Rip, rip, rip. Auto attacking the Q. And then we're gonna let him bleed out. Same thing. Auto attack W reset. We didn't quite kill it, so we didn't get the cooldown reduction from the W. Auto attack W reset. I'll just use my Q on these. Alright, that should be fine. Leaving one small one won't change anything. Even though Darius clear is really strong, it's kind of it's weird since you want to land Q tippers. The whole thing feels awkwardly fluid to where you can mess it up without even like really trying to. We'll go ahead and get another point in our queue. We'll go bot first. My AD carry already burned her sums, so she's probably got some of theirs, I assume. MF didn't heal, I don't think, because I don't see that on her. It would show in the upper left corner. Whenever people heal with the sum, the next heal sum within like the next 20 seconds is highly reduced, because they don't want you to be able to stack double heal since it's movement speed and damage. Auto attack W reset. Auto attack W reset into double Q tipper. And pre-315 full clear, full HP. Not bad. We're getting off some decent times. Hey buddy, you want to fight? Yeah, I don't think so. He must have started late. He only has 2 camps. He's gonna miss double scuttle. What a goofball, man. That's why you gotta get to your computer on time. Everyone these days has an SSD or an NVMe SSD. Basically, their game loads instantly. If someone's on a hard drive, then yeah, their game might load slow if they only have 8 gigs RAM, that type of thing. But most people have more than enough. We should be able to get his flash. Don't know why he's so fast. Auto W reset in a Q. Oh, I'm getting rotated on by the Jax. No, never mind. Jax isn't coming over here. Auto attack W reset. We have smite. I don't even know if he has smite. I think Kyle's gonna be pretty ticked when I get this. He doesn't really have the tools to stop me either, since I am a level up on him. We just missed our Q though. That's a rip. Jax is gonna be here in a second. I gotta keep that in mind. Yeah, that's really good for us. We'll go ahead and continue our full clear. We don't really need to back. Just scout for the car real quick. Make sure Vlad's not going to get cheesed. Phase rush is really good for getting away from a Jax. As long as Vlad has blood pool, he should be able to get out of that. Super slippery. Auto WQ. Worst matchups on Darius jungle would be just Kindred Graves. Really slippery champions where the main source of damage outranges your hook, so you can't close distance on them. Those are by far the most frustrating. Cause bot side. I don't think there's really anything for him down there though, unless my teammates don't run. Oh wow, he actually got a kill. He backed for a longsword, so he has some damage. I kind of want to stay and get my R. Kind of want to. We're really close to 6 anyways. I think we can hit it as long as Ka doesn't invade and take a camp here. Should be able to. These guys are really low. I would take that wave, but my AD carry is going to be there in a second. Ka might actually be in my jungle right now. Yeah, he's on it. I heard it. The audio through the darkness. That's annoying. I'm gonna go take his raptors. What a butthole. I think Sivir got the Gromp. But, I mean, I missed out on my Gromp, so it's kind of annoying. Ka's only level 3. We should be able to fight him, even though he has double longsword advantage plus boots. We can heal off this when he comes in on us with our Q. He's probably on his Krugs right now, if I had to guess. That was an accident, by the way. I was not trying to use my hook. Dragon's not the move here. Ka's alive. He can heal off the Krugs. If I was 6, I'd kill him on his red buff, but I'm not 6 yet. I'll attack W reset Q. Might be able to get there in time, though. It's probably not worth. He does have item advantage. If I don't get there in time, this is going to be really bad. I'll try it. Oh, he's not even over there. This guy's trolling. He went for Scuttle. Are you kidding me? What a little butthole. He actually went Scuttle. He backed for even more items as well, so he's kind of beefy. He might even go for Wolves first. Auto WQ. Yeah, that sucks. We burned our ghost for nothing. Got absolutely nothing out of it. We did get his red buff though, which is sweet. We'll keep playing heavy into the jungle, into his jungle. Really sucks though that we didn't really get anything. Grab that, push back out. We'll run red buff into his blue. We're delaying his level 6 super heavily. He has kills, but he doesn't have any CS. Oh man, I needed one more hit into R. I kind of thought his jump would be on cooldown. I thought he would jump over the wall to start his red early. Seems like it was up the whole time though. Kind of interesting. We haven't had a successful gank yet. We'll leave that there. We can go ahead and take this. They're not going to expect it. Since they have Scuttle, they can't see into the pit. So whenever they get that, they never check inside. Because they're thinking, oh, they can't get in without us knowing. But you can. Oh, yeah, you just found me. That's weird. We healed off of him and the Herald at once. Got it. Oh, I guess Vlad got it. Auto W into the Q. We get the hill. This guy's getting kited out pretty hard. Oh, give it to me, baby. Need one hit on this dude and then he's dead. He's lucky I don't really have boots or I'd kill him. I don't even have hook. I can't even kill him if I wanted to. That hook. Kind of funny. The Darius are so freaking good. It's hard to lose a fight when you have that up. Now it's down though. Maybe I can't mess with Kyle over here. We'll see. If I pull it out, it should be fine. Yeah, this is fine. Go ahead and take these, and I'll take the the Scuttle. I'll attack W into Q. MF's popping off. Wow, we're getting hard stomped this game. My goodness. Auto attack W reset. He might actually bleed out unless someone saves him. Oh wow, lived 50 health. Interesting. We can back for full item here. It's probably the move. We'll be getting our free boots here. I think we should back after we use our R. Auto attack W reset. Sick. Yeah, we go use Ghost R, then we'll reset. I don't want to back while these are up. So we can definitely get a kill as is, especially we just got free boots too, so let's go get some value. That thing's not gonna die. It only had my jungle item burn, not my bleed burn on it. Auto attack W reset. Every burn in the game for the most part is magic damage, but then the Darius bleed is physical. It's the only real difference in the language. Call it a bleed. Might as well be a poison though. Vlad gets the kill. Ka's probably going to be top side here. If I had to guess. I have similar gold spent to him. Oh, hey, buddy. Auto attack W reset. I have the drop on him and level advantage, so even though we're similar gold, we should be fine. Yeah, he misses his blue. We'll watch for the Jax here and also for the Ka if he stays for this, if he's greedy. Looks like he's going for the dragon instead. Auto W reset. I need him to hit the turret though. And we can kill Jax under it. Oh, this is weird. Just let the Herald do its thing. I think I'll attack WE into the R blue smite. We got his ignite too. That's huge. He loses turret. He loses a full cannon wave. That is delicious. We're gonna get double Herald body slam as well. Kha'Zix went bot. We'll go rush down, try to kill this guy. I think we still go for. I think we'll go plated this game, only because I'm only going plated because they have lethality, MF lethality Kha'Zix. Plated gives extreme value against people rushing lethality style items. If they only had one lethality champ, I would have pushed for Swifties because they're less expensive and more mobility. Ka decides not to dragon because I guess he's missing full item and dragons are giga tanky these days. We could definitely take dragon. MF's gonna be gone. We can't get to her in time here. We'll go ahead, snag this. Once you're level 6 and up, preferably once you have full item, you can solo dragon super quickly on Darius with the 300% bleed damage. Really, really quickly. Auto attack W resets. Oh, baby. We'll be taking that. Cass is never very gankable. I don't even have my R. Like, I can't kill him. Do a lot of his health, though. He can't really go in now. Since Cass is melee, he wants to be full health so he can stay in a fight. Oh, hey, friend. Auto attack double reset R. We get our R reset. Very cool. Even though it didn't kill him, it was the bleed that killed him. I'm also surprised it actually gave us the reset. Oh, that's annoying. This is actually kind of bad for us. Got him with my Q. Goodbye, Kha'Zix. That's delicious. That worked out really, really well. That could have gone so bad. I don't know if MF's R is on cooldown or if she just felt like it wasn't a good time to use it. But maybe it's because I have so much armor. Maybe that's what it was. She just felt like, I can't get a kill. I'm not going to waste R. Turret only 173 damage. It has 344 physical, though. We're resisting a lot of physical at the moment. Kha'Zix is dead. We're going to go ahead and take as much of this as we can. Auto attack W reset. Boom. Oh, I accidentally just put another point into my W. You're supposed to max E second. W doesn't really get anything per level. Pretty wasted. We can afford Deadman's here very soon. I don't think it's worth going CHEMPUNK into Stride Break. It's decent, But CHEMPUNK into Deadman's feels so much stronger. It really does. Oh, it's just seriously? You actually just stole that from me? Yeah, we have our passive fully stacked and they try to fight us there. We got it stacked off of the jacks. Then we can heal off of the Herald and them at the same time with Q-tippers. Healing more for the more HP we're missing as well. I'll be taking this. Double Herald Darius with Dragon. Pretty cool. Imagine if you could have 2 Heralds at once. That'd be awesome. They should make that happen. Let you end game so fast. Double Herald end the game 15-minute mark. These guys are shoved up. It's obvious time to gank. My teammates have HP to follow up. Sivir is They seem to be falling back though. Now they're really gonna run. They just saw me on ward. You just go for MF. Get it with the hook. Auto attack, don't reset into R. Renata just put my R on cooldown. That's disgusting. That's so gross, man. I guess I can never R her, because even though it should kill her, because of that one ability, she gets to stay alive even though she's not alive type of thing. I don't really want to give it to this guy. I don't think I should really have to. It's kind of dumb. I'm more fed than he is anyways. Oh well. Hopefully he makes good use out of it. Kha'Zix is bot side. Yeah, Victor might actually die there. Ooh, nice. He pulled through. I'll give him that. Kha's dead. I'm gonna go in his top side. We'll kill him on it here in a second. Auto attack W reset. Auto attack Q. And the faster you are, the easier it is to land tips. Because you might start your Q in the wrong spot, but you're fast enough to find the tip. And or if the enemies move in a weird way you're not expecting, the faster you are, the easier it is to once again find the tip, put it in. Highly recommend the free boots for faster boots and plus Deadman's. Kha's gonna be top side. He might go mid. It's not impossible. He might jump over wall for wolves. These are gone. Yeah, I'm gonna ghost for this. We're gonna blue smite him into hook. Auto WQ. Auto R. I got passive full stacked. You're gonna die now because I'm on ghost. Oh, wait, maybe not. He's pretty quick. He's pretty quick. Auto WR. Alright, got passive stacked again. We just need a single hit in the R if we can get there in time, but we can't. They're all kind of just running away from me. You're so lucky my hook's on cooldown there, Renata. My hook was up, she'd be destroyed. If I didn't have a point wasted in W, that would be over for her. We still haven't spent our gold. There's more people. There's people on their team who have more gold spent than I do. I'm just sitting on so much that I just haven't spent. We are high enough level though to where our ability damage is quite nice. We'll go ahead and push this while we're here. Absorb all these resources. Auto attack W reset. Auto W. Oh, only one. Yeah, it's reset time. No reason to die. Give him 1,000 shutdown gold. Might as well back, get a dead man's, and bust a nut. You know, I'll go force an H'er. I'll tell you what. When you're this fast, stride break's overrated. Now, if you don't have the mobility, then you need stride break. I still am gonna buy it because it's a good item. I would rather be faster than have a slow though. Because I need to be able to catch up and kill everybody. If they're not in range for my stride break, then it doesn't really do a whole lot. There it is. Baron's coming up. I wish it would keep spawning heralds. That would be awesome. Only getting 2 heralds is kind of lame. It should spawn one every 6 minutes. Shouldn't just stop for no reason. Looking at our speed, we have plus 10 from our boots over everyone else because the free boots, plus Deadman's, Force of Nature, Deadman's. Moving 466. Yeah, we kind of missed everything there. It doesn't matter though. Auto WR. I like how it fears minions and monsters when you pop someone with your R. They get terrified. Very aesthetic, but not that practical. I guess if you're going to die to a massive minion mob, it could be helpful, but it's pretty rare, I'd say. Imagine if you could R objectives, Barons and Heralds. That'd be so cool. It's best if tanks. Whoever's tanking does 50% reduced damage. So if he's tanking, it's letting my bleed do its work. 300% bonus damage against monsters. Auto attack W reset. Got it. Our bleed's so nasty right now. Looks like our bleed does around 700 damage to the monsters on a full stack. Hey, Jax. I don't have my R this time. Yeah, couldn't get him. Can't auto or W him when he's in that spin mode. And he's spinning to win. Win to spin. Spin to win. Oh, it sucks. I gotta get out of here. I'm the only one up here on my team. I'm gonna get myself killed. We'll reset right here, right in front of him. Yeah, it's Stride Breaker time. It's nice to have some extra AD. Q scales AD, W. Your R does, your passive does, everything but your E. Your E doesn't scale off of anything, really. Pretty low cooldown, 11 seconds. Only 25 ability haste. Victor keeps taking my blue. He's so fed now, I'd probably give it to him anyways at this point. Just didn't want to give it to him earlier, because I still kind of need the XP. Every point Darius can get into his R, it gets very scary. And he gets true R resets once his R's max. So instead of just getting, oh, an extra 20 seconds, it's a true R reset. At rank 3, the ability has no mana cost. Jesus, I didn't even realize that. It's so good. People think, oh, he can't kill me, he's out of mana. Nah, his R doesn't cost mana at max rank. It's such a random addition. I don't know when they gave that to him, but it's so weird. It's extremely additive, because who's going to know that other than someone who's played Darius and took the time to read that? No mana cost on the R. They're all spawning in. We have a huge CS lead. We could stay and fight with Victor for sure. Oh, wow. He's pretty fed. Pretty fed. I ghosted for this. I better get something. Oh my gosh, he lived. We did get his flash though. They're doing the classic thing where they don't surrender, but they'll play from fountain. It's so trolly. It's usually when there's two players who just want to punish the team, make them suffer. Got the hook and the cute. Goodbye, Kazakhs. GG's, well played. We'll take a look at damage dealt. I have a feeling we're top 2. Victor's probably number 1. Let's see. Looking at damage dealt enemy champions, we were actually not even that high this game. That's disappointing. For damage taken, we were the most on our team. For self-mitigated, we were the most in the game. Very cool. For runes, pretty high value. I like Darius Jungle a lot. CHEMPUNK Chainsword does feel really good as a first item rush. If their team doesn't have much self-healing though, I think you might as well go Stride Break. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to hack the algorithm. My name is King Sticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.